Hi, welcome back. Guess what? Today I have a surprise. We are going to do another slider dessert, and every time I go out to a nice restaurant and I get dessert, I usually do get dessert, I order bananas Foster if it's on the menu with vanilla ice cream. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites. However, today I don't have ice cream because I'm in my RV, but I have slider rolls and I have bananas and I have a small bottle of travel rum. And you can use bananas. You can use bananas that are really old and that you don't know what to do with, which is great for this recipe. So right now I'm gonna set my propane stove again here, and I'm gonna melt some butter, just some butter. And I've sliced my little brioche rolls, and I think I told you in the other video that I get the brioche sliders, but you can use whatever sliders you have, and I'm sure it would be delicious. But the key is kind of transforming them into something even more delicious than what they are. So I'm gonna melt my butter, and then we're just gonna toast again the inside, because you could toast both sides if that's the way you like it, but you can save the integrity of the roll and just do the inside. So I'm just going to put them little face down into the butter here. And we're going to get them nice and toasted. Oh, yummy. Now, another thing I wanted to mention, there's all this controversy over salted butter, non-salted butter. I think if a dessert is really sweet, you should use salted butter because it kind of contrasts. However, if you can't use that much salt for some reason, use non-salted. They're both great, but I love real butter. You could use just some oil, some vegetable oil, whatever you like, or you could use margarine, I suppose. I haven't tried those, but the oils would work really well. And then you just put them in here until they get nice and toasted. And yes, it doesn't take too long, so you have to keep an eye on them. Don't leave them, then you'll end up with burnt sliders. Oh no. That's okay, we got plenty on hand, right? All right, because maybe you're having hamburgers, which are delicious on little sliders, slider burgers, slider chicken sandwiches, whatever your preference. So we're toasting our little rolls, and we're gonna take them out now because they're nice and a little slightly golden. They're not too golden. It's however you like them. If you like them kind of more golden than that, feel free to do that. Now, for this recipe, you need quite a bit of butter. I used about 1.5 tablespoons there to toast those, but I'm gonna use another good tablespoon to get my preparation going here for the banana Foster. And I'm gonna heat my propane up again and melt this butter in here, and that looks so yummy. Then I'm gonna peel my bananas, and I'm gonna slice them up, and even if they have some brown pieces on them, that actually makes it even better. So feel free to use those. I'm gonna use one banana per slider roll. You could use less, you could use more. I love bananas. And then slicing them up is your preference. I just slice them up roughly. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I've got my mini little cutting board here. Isn't that cute? And I'm gonna add these in. Oh, hear the sizzle. I hear the sizzle. I hear it. Here it goes. Banana Foster. Oh, yummy. Now guess what's going to be next? Brown sugar. That's right. It really does caramelize the best with these bananas. You could use, like again, they have sugar substitute for brown sugar. You could use that. Whatever your preference, but I'm going to get some brown sugar here. Let me grab my spoon, my measuring spoon, and be generous. I think probably 3 tablespoons is great. Perfect. Okay, so then you're just gonna stir them all up here. And what's really good with banana Foster is whipped cream, and that's purely optional. So I love whipped cream. However, sometimes I think it takes away a lot of the flavor from the desserts, so I don't really use it all the time. It's just on certain things, or if I'm really in the mood for it, especially ice cream with chocolate syrup, but that's not what this is. So here we go. Oh my gosh, look at these. They're caramelizing and they're cooking down and they're beautiful. Now, what typically happens in a real fancy restaurant is the waiter can do this at the table, and they put the rum in and it causes a big flame at the table, but we're not going to do that in the RV because that's very dangerous. So I'm just going to take my little travel size of rum. I turned the propane off. Please be safe. Turn the propane off because you don't want to cause a fire in your RV. And then you just drizzle your rum down. I used about half of this little bottle because the alcohol will cook out and cook down, so children can have this. And my grandkids love this type of dessert. They love bananas, so with ice cream, this is so good. You could have this if you were gonna serve like a dessert buffet. That would be amazing. So then you want to turn the propane back on and be very careful and just stir it around, but the alcohol will cook out the rum, but you'll still have that delicious rum flavor. And look at how caramelized they're getting. At this point, you could add some cinnamon, you could add some nutmeg. That would be yummy. I'm just gonna leave them plain. And you could serve this over ice cream if that's what you wanna do, if you're out by the campfire, and that's what you could do this on the campfire very easily too. But again, just be very careful when you're adding that rum because you don't wanna burn yourself. Okay, these are looking very done. So now we are going to plate them up. So, look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I want to dig in like this second. And I'm putting them all over these little rolls. That's a decadent dessert when you're camping. Look at that. Now that is, woo, hot. This is my Banana Foster sliders and dessert sliders, and they're delicious. I hope you try them. Thank you for joining me.